What's up everyone, it's Tony here and welcome back to another episode on the Yacht Addiction YouTube channel. Today we're going to be touring a 2018 Ferretti 650. Now I've toured the Ferretti 550 in the past, so if you haven't seen that video, make sure you check it out afterwards. But this is the 650, so it's another step up. It's a fantastic Italian Flybridge yacht and it's listed for sale by Worth Avenue Yachts. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this tour. And I'm sitting up on the Flybridge, so that's where we're going to begin the tour today. Normally I start on the swim platform, but I thought we'd change things up. So up on the Flybridge you have your second helm station. So you have a Furuno multifunction display. You can see all your engine gauges, your throttle control. You have a double helm seat. And then forward you have this fantastic sun pad area. Perfect place to lay out and catch some rays. Overhead, you have a bimini top, so that can be lowered down. And you have another double helm bench seat right here. So this is great so your guests can accompany you when you're driving the boat from the helm. Also, I did want to mention that this boat is built to a US spec. So back here we have a large U-shaped seating area and that wraps around this expandable table. And then you also have a grill and sink up here, as well as a refrigerator. So you're well catered for up on this space. You can also see the JL audio speakers. So now I think we're going to head down and sort of continue the tour in the normal route that we would do. I guess since we're here, here is the cockpit. You have this beautiful wood table with the bench seating behind it. Take a couple of steps down, you'll see the hydraulic swim platform. Here you can store a small tender or a jet ski right here. And off the swim platform, you also have this incredible storage area. So you can store all of your cleaning materials or whatever other fun toys you want to out here. You also have a built-in passerelle, which you don't normally see in the United States on a boat this size, but this will expand out from this way in case you need to dock a little bit further than the swim platform's reach. Now let's step back up into the cockpit. And one thing I noticed, and I really like this, is on the sides, and this is on both sides, but on the sides you have these covers that when you lift them up, you'll see you have a washdown connector, you have fender storage, as well as areas to store your lines. I think it's nice when you can tuck that away in a very streamlined look. Here are those stairs that we came down from the Flybridge. This door will lead us to the crew area, but we'll check that out last, as well as the engine room, which is right under this hatch. And back here in the cockpit, you do have an aft docking station. And one more thing to point out, you do have controls for the Fusion stereo system right up here next to the camera. So now we're going to head inside, but first I would like to point out that you can open up these spaces. This is a galley aft layout, so this window can be flipped up. And you can see this latch right here, that's where it will connect onto, so it'll hold it up. So let's step inside this beautiful Italian sports cruiser. I tell you what, filming in this hot West Palm Beach weather, it feels extremely good to be inside in the AC. Like I said, this is a galley aft layout, so you have your dishwasher, your oven, and a cooktop, as well as a sink. You have all your storage built in here. You have your fridge and freezer. And you can see all of the plates have a particular spot to go to where they are safe and secure. You'll have to let me know in the comment section what you think of the Italian styling in here. You have the sofa on the port side, as well as a TV that rises up right behind that. And then you have this really large U-shaped seating area. And this also serves as your dining area. You can open up these side windows and create a really nice cross breeze in here. Check out this really nice helm seat. You have some gauges up here. And then here is the helm station situated on the port side. You can see the breakers and your electrical panel. And then you have controls for the stabilization system, your throttle control, bow and stern thrusters. You can see your multifunction Furuno displays, so right now they're set to the different cameras. You have the compass forward, your VHF radio, and your autopilot control. So this yacht does come with 3 different rooms, and it sleeps up to 6 guests, and it also has room for 2 crew. So the 3 guest cabins, including the master, are forward. All the way forward is the VIP cabin. You have a storage drawer underneath. I always think it's smart to make the most of the available spaces. You have another closet right here. One more on the opposite side, as well as a TV up on the wall. And then here is the ensuite. You have black vanities and the separate shower stall. Now right here you'll find the day head, and it also serves as the ensuite for the 3rd cabin. So you have the sink and toilet, and then the shower. You have the circular track system. So these panels will slide around and enclose off this shower. And here is that 3rd cabin with 2 single beds. And you still have full standing room in this room, except for this bit right here, just over the pillows. So basically full standing room. And there's that door to the ensuite. Now the master cabin is back in the midship. First, you do have a full-size separate washer and dryer. You take a couple of steps down, and you will find this master cabin. You have beautiful lighting underneath, and also a really pretty design in the headboard. You have the TV up on the wall, some built-in storage in places like this. I think you have your AV equipment as well as some drawers. You have a nice little place to lay out right by the window. And the window is a really good size. The shades are currently down, but I think you can see through that. It's a really good size window. And you have the ensuite right behind the bed. You have the toilet, another black sink. I love how the mirror is backlit. And then if you go down this area, you'll see some towels folded up and the full-on shower. It's a rainfall shower, and you do have a good-sized bench. I always love on boats this size when the ensuite is right behind the bed. It gives a little more separation between the engine room and the master cabin, so it reduces some of that noise at night. Although on this yacht, I think you actually have the crew area between right behind this wall, and then it's the engine room. But either way, I think it's the design that makes the most sense. So those are the 3 cabins. Let's check what's under here. Looks like under here you have a fridge for some bottles. Store your favorite champagne or chilled wine. And since we've already seen the Flybridge, we are going to head forward to the bow area. Oh my goodness. I spotted this on the way up to the bow. This is an Ocean Alexander 112. It is a brokerage listing. I'm not sure who is listing that yacht, but I do have a bunch of Ocean Alexander super yacht tours of boats very similar to this, all the newest models. So if you're interested in that, take a look on the channel. So up on the bow, as you'd expect, you have a beautiful large sun pad. These backrests are adjustable. And forward, you can see the spotlight as well as the camera for the FLIR camera system. Underneath this hatch, you'll see you have more fender storage and your anchor chain locker. Even though this is a Flybridge model, the yacht still has a very sporty look. And this is only the second Ferretti I've been on, but I'm really enjoying them so far. Here you can see the controls for that passerelle, and I'll also show you what that looks like down in the engine room. But through this little door is how we get to the crew area. Let's turn that light on. Now obviously it's completely optional if you're actually gonna run a crew on this boat. It definitely is easily owner operated. But in here, you have 2 bunks for up to 2 crew, and they have a closet on the far end. And I will say there is full standing headroom in here, as well as a little window on the far side. And they have a little TV. And here you'll find the crew head. Obviously it's very small. You have the toilet. The sink, it is a little difficult to get in here. And then you see this curtain because this entire room is a wet room. So yeah, definitely a little tight for crew, but it's doable. And if I move this chair over out of the way, now we'll see this large hatch in the middle, and this is where you'll find the engines. So you don't have full standing headroom in here, but right back there you can see the Seakeeper 9. That is the stabilization system I was talking about. Surprisingly, this yacht also comes with, let me make sure I get this right, it also comes with a Sea Recovery Aqua Whisper 700, which is a water maker. I honestly wouldn't expect to see a water maker on a boat this size, but it's a really nice feature to have if you need it. You can see up here, that white rectangle, that's where the passerelle is stored. And then you can see the cat engines on either side of me. Let's talk about performance for a second. This yacht comes with a pair of cat C18 engines. These are 1150 horsepower each. Your top speed is 30 knots. You can cruise at 27 knots. So it's a very quick boat, and you'll get about 300 nautical miles of range. A lot of people are fans of these yachts, and it's definitely very easy to see why. And you have to comment down below what your thoughts are on this 65-foot boat. Let's put this chair back because we always leave things like we found it. And I think we'll finish this tour back in this refreshingly cold, air-conditioned room. So thank you to Worth Avenue Yachts for letting me do the tour. This listing will be linked down in the description below if you want to check it out in greater detail. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time.